Out of 30 days in a month, 29 days of it I sleep past 1 a.m. Yes, I have been struggling with insomnia for the past years. Ever since I left high school, which is back in 2015, I constantly cannot sleep when it comes to nighttime. I can be very extremely tired, but I can't sleep. My mind goes everywhere, things everywhere, and I just can't sleep. If you know me, I dance, I work out. I can be very extremely tired, but when it comes to night, I just can't sleep. Insomnia has affected my life quite severely. I can never wake up early. I am totally not a morning person. If you wake me up, I won't get angry, but I'll just be very dead. The whole morning till afternoon, I will just be dead, and my brain won't be working. Filming this whole video is actually at night. I just can't work in the day. Some of you may be new to this term, insomnia. Basically, it's someone who struggles to fall asleep at night. Insomnia is one of the most common sleep disorders. The next video is from TED Education, which really helped me understand what insomnia is.
Come bedtime, insomniacs are stressed. So stressed, their brains hijack the stress response system, flooding the body with fight, flight, or freeze chemicals. Cortisol and adrenocorticotropic hormones course through the bloodstream, increasing heart rate and blood pressure, and jolting the body into hyperarousal. In this condition, the brain is hunting for potential threats, making it impossible to ignore any slight discomfort or nighttime noise. And when insomniacs finally do fall asleep, the quality of their rest is compromised. Our brain's primary source of energy is cerebral glucose, and in healthy sleep, our metabolism slows to conserve this glucose for waking hours. But PET studies show the adrenaline that prevents sleep for insomniacs also speeds up their metabolisms. While they sleep, their bodies are working overtime, burning through the brain's supply of energy-giving glucose. This symptom of poor sleep leaves insomniacs waking in a state of exhaustion, confusion, and stress, which starts the process all over again.
Imagine 6 years past, okay? I'm 23 this year. I tried a lot of ways to help with my insomnia. Usually it would take me about 1 hour minimum, and sometimes it goes up to 3 hours battling with insomnia before I fall into deep sleep. So far, listening to music till I fall asleep or listening music before I sleep has been the most effective, most affordable, almost free, and easily accessible way to get myself sleep. Ever since I started listening music till I fall asleep, I found out that I can actually fall asleep in 30 to 45 minutes, and that's a very huge leap. I've actually been experimenting with this method for more than 1 year, and it really works. I use Spotify and I can set timer. Usually I set a 30 minutes timer, and most of the time, like 80% of the time, I fall asleep after that. I just wake up next morning and yeah, the music has stopped. But sometimes if I find myself, even after 30 minutes when the timer has stopped, I have not fallen into deep sleep yet, then I set about a 45 minutes timer. Usually I just fall asleep in, more than 1 year now, and it's very rare that I still wake up after that. After experimenting around for the past 2 years, I have found that these top 5 playlists are the most effective for me personally. So if you are facing insomnia as well, I hope that these playlists really helps you. I'm just sharing what works for me from my personal experience. My first playlist that I go to 60% of the time is piano in the background. I listen to that almost every day. I can listen to it again and again and never get bored of it. And it's perfect for me. So far, it's the one that I spend most time listening. The piano in the background really helps to relax myself and calm myself down as I fall asleep. The second go-to playlist that really helped me fall asleep is this podcast called 21 Days Mindfulness Challenge. Podcast is meant for the times where there's a lot of things in the head, too many thoughts, too many things, and you just can't sleep. Even though it's a 21 Days Mindfulness Challenge, but there are certain ones that I listen to it again and again and never get bored of it, and it really helps me fall asleep.
Welcome to day 15 of the 21-day Positive Mindfulness Challenge. Let's take a few moments to get more relaxed. Begin to allow yourself to ease into a comfortable position.
It's weird that it helped me because I've tried like several podcasts, like sleeping podcasts, meditation podcasts. So far, this one is the most effective for me because the others just doesn't work. The voice, I think it's her voice. Her voice is super
present moment.
Wow, I just fall asleep really peacefully. Third one is also a piano music, but it's by this artist called Stephen Hilton. He wrote this song for his newborn daughter because his newborn daughter has problem sleeping as well, and like she feels scared. I've listened countless piano music, but this one, I don't know how he made it. He composed it really well. It's called Poppy's Theme, and oh my god, the first time I listened to it, I actually fell asleep in less than 15 minutes. And ever since then, I add that to my like songs, and I always put that first before my piano in the background music, and it really helps. I think it has to do with the, you see, our body's resting heart rate is 60 beats to 100 beats per minute. So music that can help us sleep is music that has the beats per minute within 60 to 80 beats per minute. So when we listen to music, right, our body will sing with it, and then when our heart rate slowly slows down to 60 to 80 beats per minute, it can really help us sleep and calm down. This fourth one is called scripture lullabies. It's very soothing. It's like, you know, sometimes when you're very worried about life and everything, a word of affirmation that keeps you calm. It's piano, it has lyrics, it's calm. So it's for the times where you don't want to hear people talk, but you don't want to just listen to piano music. It's for the times where sometimes you feel anxiety and stress and you want something to affirm you. Yeah, you can listen to that.
Worry about anything, instead pray about everything.
Last but not least, number 5 is delta waves. They use this wave to help us enter that waveland when we are in deep sleep to help us fall asleep. Our body throughout the day, we produce 4 different types of waves.
Namely, alpha wave, beta wave, theta wave, and delta wave. When we go about our daily chores in our life and when we are calm, we are experiencing the alpha wave. But when we experience strong emotions, we slip into the beta wave.
We are under the influence of theta waves when we are at a creative best, or sleeping, or meditating, or experiencing an inspiring mood. Lastly, we use delta waves when we are in deep sleep or deep meditation.
So when we hear different kinds of music, the music actually affects our brain's alpha, beta, theta, or delta state, thereon affecting our moods, which makes us react differently.
Today, music and raga therapy is increasingly being used to manage stress and promote wellness and overall physical rehabilitation.
There are many types of delta music you can find on YouTube or Spotify. So there's this particular delta music I found on Spotify that really helps me fall asleep. It's called the Delta Wave Sleep Music with Gentle Ocean Waves. As a person who really loves the beach, the ocean, of course I love to hear the sound of the waves. It really calms me down. This one really helps me feel like I'm floating in the water, and it really brings me into that frequency that fall asleep, 15 minutes, enter sleep. If it doesn't, I add to queue, or I let it on repeat, and I set timer 45 minutes till I fall asleep. I usually listen to this music with just my phone speaker. If you have speaker, that's of course best. Or if you have a sound pillow, that is even best, as the music directly goes into your ear in your sound pillow. If you can, don't use earbuds, earphones, or headphones to fall asleep with the music, as it might injure yourself or you might put yourself in danger. Thank you so much for listening to my top 5 playlist for insomnia. I hope it can really help you like how it has helped me. If you have any questions, please feel free to DM me or comment below. Happy sleeping!